Time has come. My favorite part of the show is here where I put Reggie on the hot seat, covering all the latest hot topics in Minnesota sports, called What Does It Mean? Reggie, let's jump right into it. You ready?
Let's do it.
Twins starting pitcher Joe Ryan has now allowed just 3 runs and 9 hits over his last 16 innings as he helped the Twins scratch and claw their way to a 1-0 win over the Royals, avoiding the sweep. So when it comes to your game evaluation, what does it mean when reacting to the Twins' 1-0 win? Are you giving more attention to Joe Ryan's consecutive impressive outing, or the fact the Twins are averaging just over 1 run scored in their last 3 games?
So that last fact is very troubling because you would like to think that with the guys that they have swinging the bats that they could be a little bit better than that. Byron Buxton is back. It's probably going to take him a second to get back into a rhythm after the injury kind of like slowed him down. And, you know, he only came into the game yesterday batting .250. And so, you know, even with how much he's kind of, you know, been on fire to start the season, like .250 ain't otherworldly, you know. And so I think the bats really need to come together. What is cool, though, is Joe Ryan did get the win because he deserved it. So I'm just going to, you know, bang on the table, sound the sirens. Joe Ryan, baller alert. Like, dude is an absolute baller. We were talking about, Randy Shaver did a story with us, very well done, about how Joe Ryan was the first rookie pitcher to start on opening day since 1969.
Oof.
And that is really cool. But when you think about a young guy to be unflappable and to come out and pitch as dominant as Joe has pitched in his first 3 starts, like, the dude is coming. Like, the dude is a dude. Like, they had confidence to put in him to be their opening day starter, to be their ace. You know, I was surprised he got the nod over a guy like Sonny Gray, who, you know, he started opening day just a couple years ago for the Reds. And I'm like, okay, like, they really are high on this Joe guy. And he's no average Joe. Like, he's more than above average Joe. I don't want to like just crown him so far. I mean, it's only been, you know, a few starts, but like, man, and he's only gone like 5-6 innings in these games. And just imagine what he's going to do when they kind of let him loose a little bit, because it is early in the season. They want to kind of preserve him and maybe kind of ramp it up as it goes along. But when he starts pitching 6, 7, 8 innings into games, like, he's going to be something, man. I'm very impressed with Joe Ryan so far, and I'm excited to see how he progresses moving forward.
Joe Ryan, stud, love it. Gotta love what you're seeing so far. Remember, his only loss was opening day when he couldn't get any run support. The Twins lost 2-1.
That's been the issue
against the Mariners. Here's the thing, Reggie. You take out the Twins' 8-3 win against the Red Sox, that final game of the series, their last 6 games, they've scored 5 total runs. And again, they'll give you that one random every 5th game. They'll put up 8 or 9 or 10. But outside of that, in between those 4 other games, it's been bad, man.
Gotta fix that.
And that's with or without Buxton. It just hasn't been good. So definitely concerning, no doubt. All right, moving on. What does it mean? The Wild were tied with the Canucks 3-3 at the start of the 3rd period before they turned it on late yet again with 3 straight unanswered goals led by who else? Kevin Fiala. He tallied 2 more goals to his red-hot run. What does it mean when it comes to the importance, the value, the leadership Fiala has brought to this team over the past few weeks, the past month, as they head into the playoffs right around the corner? How important is this guy?
Watch out, NHL. It means watch out, Blues. You know, like, so look, I have affectionately called him Fifi. And Fifi is going to have you in your Fifis. Because, like, the dude is playing out of his mind right now on a team where you got a goal scorer like Kirill Kaprizov, and he's leading the team in franchise history with goals scored in a season. Like, when you got that guy and your attention is on Kevin Fiala, not only is it going to make a decision very hard in the offseason about what to do with him, whether you keep him or let him go. And I think he's like playing to the point of it's like, dang, man, I don't think you can let this guy walk. Like, you got to find a way to keep this dude. But like having a guy like that has to give the Wild a lot of confidence in what they can do when you're going against a Blues team that is scoring goals, that just like running teams out of the arena on nights. And it's going to be tough. They got some demons to exercise against the Blues. I really just hate that they had to get them right out of the gate. It's just like, dang, man, like, but they're going to prove their mettle against them and see, you know, I think the series has the capabilities of being a slugfest and go 7. Like, as similarly as the Timberwolves and Grizzlies series is, where they're just kind of like beating on each other. I kind of think this Blues and Wild series is going to be the same way. And when you got guys like Kevin Fiala, they won 6-3 last night, and he scored multiple goals. Like, when you got a guy like that seems to be putting it all together at the right time and has struck fire, it's like, don't put him out, because that's going to be a guy that's going to help you get to where you want to go. And we know that this team has championship expectations.
It's funny. Every time I look at the NHL scores and standings, whenever the Wild win, I look, what'd the Blues do? Win. Avalanche, win.
Right.
Flames, win. It's like these guys just can't catch any ground on these guys, and they just got to keep winning. NHL playoffs right around the corner. Wild, I think 5 or 6 games left.